Alright, test. Sweet. Okay. Looks like volume's good. I'm just gonna send out stream announcements. If my computer could actually handle it, I would like to have a Through the Ages game pulled up too, but I'm too worried that that will utterly make it mad. But I'm playing a semi-live game of Through the Ages with some friends today, and yeah, it's been good. I mean, I think I'm losing it. I'm in second seed, and first seed is just like doing crazy things, but it happens. Sometimes players pull away a bit. I'm doing pretty good things. I just don't think it's good enough. But we'll find out. We'll find out. It does look like I'm getting a pretty early Newton Simeth setup, so that's pretty nice. But I do have other issues in that I can't really use all my actions efficiently, which sucks. Otherwise, as for Agricola, hopefully we get a game in a minute or so here. But yeah, wow, looks like this Through the Ages game, I'm absolutely just gonna waste some actions. But alas, what can you do? Don't know that I can do anything besides throw 2 actions down the chute, which sucks. Guess I could take this and handlock myself for a little bit. Sure, that's cool. Alright. Hope that pays off. What else do I know? Not a lot. I'm being a bit slow about typing up my WBC experience, so that geek list is going to take me a little longer than I wanted. I have some other stuff I should be doing too, and here I am trying to stream a game, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. I am thinking that I need to find another game to dive into, but maybe I just need to play a lot more Agricola. But yeah, I enjoyed diving into Beyond the Sun, and I had a ton of fun at WBC playing Diplomacy. And I sort of feel like I would enjoy diving into some other game and like really working it out, but I don't know what game to pick, so not sure I'll actually wind up doing that or not. Which there's always enough other stuff in life to be doing too. There's really a lot. But yeah. The other thing I haven't really been paying attention to in the past is who's actually on top of the leaderboards anymore. So maybe I go do that quick, because that sounds mildly fun. The all-time rankings are a bit wild. Like, none of these players do I know that well. All these Japanese players are up there, though. Pikachu's is still up there. Civ is up there, which makes sense. But yeah, mildly interesting. Welcome back. Hope you had good WBC. Yeah, thanks, Heroic Logic. Yeah, I did. I had a really enjoyable time at WBC as always. Results wise, it was pretty good this year. I'm certainly not like sad. I had some pretty good performances, but not great. I didn't win it. I failed to win an event, which I certainly have failed to win events in the past too. It's hard, but I had 3 second places, so like that's a pretty good year. But plus a couple others. I did roughly what I kind of talked about in some of my streams of like, if I do well enough to like play my way into like 10 or 11 semifinals, I should like in theory make the finals for about 3 of them, and that's kind of loosely what I did. I still played my way into a lot of semifinals, which was the goal, but then I didn't really like perform above average or anything, or didn't have above average luck, and so it's fine. Do, 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 do. But yeah, I'm just peeking at prior arena seasons because yeah, I paid like no attention. Wow, so we had a different arena champ last year. I didn't know that. Yeah, 1884. Civ is still kind of up there, but intriguing. You've been watching Lumen's event reports. It's such an intense week. Yeah, I love I mean I adore WBC and I really enjoy the week, but yeah, it depends on how you feel about competition and how much pressure you put on yourself. I think I've done better at both not putting as much pressure on myself, and I think I'm also wired a bit different in that I just really love the extra stakes in competition. I don't really doesn't really make me like nervous or like I don't know. I just like that there's a little bit of history and stakes and awards and whatever. But I know Lumen had a somewhat rough week, so it happens. Hope you avoided the con COVID. Yeah, I think I did. I'm not totally sure. I've been somewhat fatigued, but I think that's partly just because I didn't get enough sleep throughout much of the con. So like I've definitely been taking a few days here to like get fully like back to energy levels, but like I don't think I'm actually sick. Like I didn't test positive for COVID and I have like no other symptoms, but like, you know, it's like I didn't get a professional test. It's just an at-home test. So like could I have some weird mild form of COVID where I'm only have the fatigue and have none of the temperatures, headaches, taste, sinus stuff? Who the hell knows? Um, I feel relatively good though, so like I don't think I got sick, but yeah, anyhow, yes. I mean, going to a big gaming convention and spending that many days in a row with so many people, it's just inevitable that illnesses are going to go around. So I pretty much just I've accepted. In the past, I accepted that it was part of it. I try to be good about washing hands and hand sanitizer and stuff, but like that only gets you so far. This player is pretty new. Well, pretty new to Agricola. They play a lot of games on the site, and they got very good at Arc Nova. 600 wait, 600 in Arc Nova doesn't get you in the top 10. Holy crap! Arc Nova has a big player base. Yeah, nearly 1,000 games of Arc Nova. But get into the Agricola world. Good choice. Good choice. My other people at the table are reasonably good. The reps are reasonably good. So that's good. We are second seat. The weak players across the table from us. Aqu-wise, I don't see anything particularly good. Minor-wise, I don't see anything particularly incredible either. So that's a bit of a bummer. I guess I'm taking baseboards. Baseboards is generically like, hey, pay a bit of food for some wood. That's pretty good. Small scale can be fine. Packaging artist occasionally does things. Plow Hero is okay-ish. Delivery Nurse is cool but hard to set up. It's not that good, but it's not that bad. Visionary can be cool, but especially with a particularly weak player at the table, I'm very nervous about going Visionary. I'd rather make sure that I can like build and have actions. So, I mean, this is possible Plow Hero because Plow Hero is just fine. This is possible Small Scale because it's fine, or possible Delivery Nurse because maybe we get the stuff that makes that pop off a little, actually. I really hate first picking Delivery Nurse, but also, like, if nobody knows it exists, maybe it lets me, like, jump into a queue at some point some weird way. Very not high on any of these Ox. But this is part of the fun of Draft 8. I guess I will first pick. I'm gonna first pick Plow Hero. God, gross. I'm just gonna take Plow Hero though. Plow Hero always does something, even if it's not very good. Okay. I'm a little bit sad about taking Plow Hero because now there's like some other little plow help. Although Mountain Plowman Plow Hero is kind of cute.
Midwife is probably what I take here, though. I like Midwife quite a bit. Occasionally, Midwife is a dud, but usually Midwife gets you a good amount of grain. We also got past a beer keg, so like Midwife and doing grain things with some plow help is pretty tempting. I'm also very high on Water Gully, but like I don't know that I get to build the well this game. I don't have huge reason to believe I can, and instead I could just have a beer keg. So let's try to set up the beer keg thing. And if the beer keg thing doesn't work, well, whatever. But we'll see what the rest of the draft is. Maybe we find more grain support. Plow Hero helping just a little with fields is still somewhat good. I mean, it's still a little awkward. I mean, it's possible I don't Plow Hero at all and I just plow with my second actions early too. I mean, that's totally fine to just use those actions that don't do a lot to just plow fields and ignore the Plow Hero is maybe what we do too. Like one of the things that I did take away from WBC is that I really have warmed up to valuing just early plows. Um, if your game has any excuse to be plowing early, I think it's just the best action. It's the best second action. Um, do Stone Sculptor I'm relatively high on. Half Timbered House is a bit difficult to use. Archway is a bit awkward, but a ton of points. I've not played much with Archway on BGA yet. I have a hard time knowing how to feel about this. I mean, if I get 2 clay as my second action in round 2, like if I can go Reedstone Food, 2 clay, and then next round start player an Archway, uh, I mean, 4 points is pretty good. But it's still kind of like using 2 early actions for 4 points. That's kind of underwhelming, actually. It's not that good. Nest Site can be meaningful trickles of food. I'm not convinced that we're playing a half timbered house game plan. Um, the casual worker gets slightly better with a stone sculptor that sometimes wants to like just take 2 stone. Pig owner is always okay-ish. I'm gonna take stone sculptor. I like stone sculptor quite a bit, and then I think I'm taking nest site. Yeah, I'm gonna take nest site. A little bit of food help would be good here. My hand's not particularly good on food yet. It's not like bad, but it's not really good. Like the stone sculptor is like not really food help. Midwife is hopefully food help, but again, midwife can brick in some drafts. This is gonna be an interesting game. I've not really passed like a ton of great cards, so like this could be a game that's very important to just play the board and have a good board. Holy crap! Well, here are the good cards. Not so much the ox, but large pottery, clay supply, wood slide hammer, milk jug. Like here are the cards that actually do things. Second spouse is also solid-ish. Joiner of the Sea, I don't hate. I don't hate Joiner of the Sea this game purely because I kind of do want some easy early food. I do relatively hate Oyster Eater. Um, I really don't like Foreign Aid for myself. I'm a huge Milk Jug fan in general, and I still kind of am here because I've not, as I've said, I've not found like particularly great or easy food, and Milk Jug is pretty easy and great food for the late game. But all of these miners are like pretty legit. I don't think I'm running a large pottery game plan. Like I don't know that I'm rushing for a pottery, and I don't know that there's extra clay in the game, so I'm probably leaving that alone. Clayfire is also a reasonable occupation pick here to go along with Stone Sculptor, and if I ever got the Water Gully back, there's some play for all of that. Um, Gosh, do I like these miners. I already have relatively playable miners, so that's an upshot. Am I really this big of a Milk Jug fan? I don't see how I can use Wood Slide Hammer. I hate continuing to pass it around, especially given that I passed a half timbered house. But if all my opponents passed on Wood Slide also, I don't know. I don't see how I can use Wood Slide Hammer effectively in this game. I mean, maybe I just get so many resources because there's a weak player at the table, but Wood Slide with the half timber seems dangerous to pass. I mean, I completely agree. It is dangerous to pass. Like 100%. It's possible I'm supposed to just de-draft a Wood Slide Hammer here, like, and assume that I can outplay the table. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Although I do also have baseboards. I mean, maybe I am supposed to just take the wood slide hammer and see if I can't make it work, like force it out. Like, there are scenarios where I can force that. Huh. Baseboards makes it way more possible. I don't love my food situation to force big family, but maybe I can just get a hearth and run it, or maybe I do join the sea for food. Although I'm the one that wants to take reed bank and fishing. So maybe I just hope somebody else pays me wood instead. And then I take a clay fire still. This is awkward. I don't like any of it, but I kind of am warming up to this is most likely blocking it, so nobody has a crazy game, but it's also partially maybe I am running it. It hurts a little bit to pass some of these, but like if anybody else foreignades, it just is relatively good for me because then I get better access to those spaces. I don't really care about large pottery, especially if I have wood slide. I don't need that much clay. I don't know. This is awkward. I'm going to reiterate, it's awkward. I think I take clay fire. Clay fire sometimes does things. I'm very, very unclear what I want. Visionary comes back. I'm really not into that. Small scale is like, there's still some worlds where I just do heavy grain stuff on a small scale. Maybe I am taking this because the other cards are so bad. Yeah, the other cards are too bad. Carpenter's Yard is bad, right? Yeah, I don't care about Carpenter's Yard. I don't need a Pioneering Spirit. I'm actually taking Herring Pot somewhat. Like, I might actually want the food help. That is disgusting. It's so disgusting, and yet, genuinely, I might play this at some point. I don't know. I do not like what I've done here. Or rather, I don't like what the draft has offered me. I don't like seeing that one minor pack only once. That Woodslide Hammer pack, God, that'd be so much easier a pack if I knew I was getting another draft pick out of it. Like if I had seen that second, like, oh, so much better. Mountain Plowman has come back. I mean, Mountain Plowman is solid. Yeah, Mountain Plowman's actually solid. I don't see I have the food for Shifting Cultivator, so we'll take a Mountain Plowman. Reno materials. Immediately renovate the clay at no cost. I mean, with Woodslide Hammer, I probably don't need that, so I think this is Fruit Ladder. Fruit Ladder is totally okay. Honestly, it's okay to go. It's okay to go 3 wood start player with Fruit Ladder. Yeah, I'll take a Fruit Ladder. I mean, where am I getting all this wood to build all these rooms? I don't know, but Fruit Ladder's okay here. I don't exactly know how to play this hand yet, but again, I think a lot of this game is going to be play the board and slightly abuse the 100 rated player, hopefully. Just try to take advantage of what they're missing. Probably try to just grow and then pivot into whatever option we get. Like if we wind up doing a 3-room farming game based around Plow Hero, Mountain Plowman, Beer Keg, we can do that. If we wind up being able to just push growth aggressively and build a 5-room wood house with the help of baseboards and then a wood slide hammer to renovate it all, and then we flesh out a farm, cool. That is also pretty dang cool. Wow, Archway is still here. I mean, I'm going to take Archway. I mean, I might be Ocking early. We don't know. It's possible that I wind up Ocking before Archway, but I don't see playing Ravenous Hunger on time for it to be immediate. I mean, I guess there's a scenario where I'm on a big family and I actually use Ravenous Hunger. Pig Owner is sometimes playable, but I'm not sure that I'm fencing and getting 5 pigs. I actually am a pretty big fan of Cowherd in general. If I get a hearth and like I can just take a bunch of cows for food, I probably am not running this either, I guess. But I think it's more likely that I want Cowherd that I'm going to wind up Pig Ownering. I also think Archway is probably a trap here, right? Although is Ravenous Hunger actually getting played? Ravenous Hunger into 3 cows sure sounds cute. But yeah, going veg into like double cow or double pig is actually kind of good. I don't have a veg source, so I need to manually take veg anyhow. I don't know that I have the grain to give to Ravenous, though. I'll take an Archway for just extra points, maybe. I do not know about that draft. I would like to just take Reedstone Foods, I think, or just take 3 wood, though. I don't really want to Ock. None of my Ocks are, like, particularly important. And indeed, I do just get Reedstone Food, which I will commit to. Rock Beater gets played. This is the copy Reedstone Food? Yes, okay. So Rock Beater is actually not that good.
It floods the game with Reedstone food actions. I'm still going to take Reedstone food, but it's definitely got way worse. Reedstone food got way worse. Cotter gets played. That's a pretty good card, obviously. I don't need the sounds on. But yeah, Reedstone food flooded into the game. That's fine. I might take 2 clay just so I could go Archway at this point, right? Like, Archway is just a ton of points, although it's still awkward because I'm spending an early action for clay and an early action just to play a 4-point card. Still don't know if that's actually that good. It's possible I should just take 2 wood so I can fruit tree soon. But you know what? We're never going to know how good Archway is if we don't commit to it, so screw it. Let's try to see how Archway goes. Red does start player, which was kind of guessed when they played Cotter, but a little annoying. Wow, Reed had a Toad first pick. Okay, there's so much Reed in this game. With Rockbeater, Copy, and Reed, there's so much Reed. Reedstone food getting added to the game via this Rockbeater, though, does make the Stone Sculptor better. So it does look relatively better to be Stone Sculpted. No major minor yet, which is fine. Still opening Reedstone food is fine. I would like 3 wood here because I don't really want to Ock. I'd like to Archway instead of Ock. Teal could be a Childless, although that's a pretty bold Childless from 4 seat. Unfortunately, I do only get Ock back, and I don't really want it. I'm just gonna start player Archway. Screw it. Yeah, let's just start player the Archway. Let's just we're committed. We're committed to this nonsense. I don't know that this is actually good or correct, but it's what I'm doing. I think this is overvaluing early points, though. Like, I just think 4 points is actually not that good when you have to do weird sequences like this. But away we go. It does add food to the game. Red instantly takes the food, which means I get Ock back, probably. I think purple's get a Rock Beater over Ock. So, like, that's actually pretty good. Teal getting free Ock back, though, is pretty damn good. Teal certainly picking up some benefits here. I probably get to open next round with 4 wood though, so that's cool. Well, I guess red might Archway onto 2 wood. Yeah, red probably Archways onto 2 wood actually, but that's okay. I did miss that red took a single clay off Cotter. I don't know what to make of that. What Ock am I playing? I'm probably just playing Stone Sculptor. I think I believe in Stone Sculptor this game. I think there's enough. Autumn Mother for Teal. Okay, so Teal's tried to run the gambit of get enough food to grow in the first harvest, which can be pretty powerful. I'm not that high on it, but it can, in late growth, it certainly can be pretty good, but it is a lot of food. Okay, whatever. Alright, if I get 4 wood, I'm taking 4 wood. If I don't get offered 4 wood, I might just take another Reedstone food, because I am running Stone Sculptor, and I do have need for the Reedstone. But, yeah, and I don't get 4 wood. Okay. Yeah, I think I take another Reedstone food then. I mean, I'm a little bit bummed, because I don't know that I get 3 wood back, and it would be really helpful to get 3 wood, but that may just not be the option. 4 clay for red. Possible they're going for the hearth. I'm not sure. Teal needs to build a room and bottom feed several times to grow, but Autumn Mother costs 3 food. Correct. It costs 3 food. It sort of costs 4. It sort of costs 4 food though because you're it's immediately before the harvest, so you also then need to pay for your baby. So it's kind of like it actually costs 4 food to grow. But profiteering, you immediately get a food. Each time you day labor, you can trade. Okay, slightly surprised that they're starting with that, but whatever. This player has already latched onto Archway. Okay, these players are Archway at too high of a rate, in my opinion. Why would you Archway when you could take 3 wood? Like, a wood is not worth a food here. Yeah, you just take 3 wood. You don't Archway. You definitely don't Archway there, but whatever. Whatever. I guess they are allowed to give up their action priority. That's what I've allowed by playing Archway. I've allowed them to make bad moves. You would have expected the forward aid from Teal? Yeah, that would have been cool. I mean, to be clear, we should remember that Teal is the 100 rated player, and so they're going to be unexpectedly doing things. They have a cottager. Okay, yeah, that's cool, but like, sure. Purple jumps to Reedstone, which makes enough sense. But yeah, what's your other action? Just 2 wood? So you threw away. No, it's Ock. It's not even 2 wood. Okay. It's a Plowman. Plowman's pretty good. I mean, I guess they wound up with a pretty good round then. They still got Ock plus Reedstone and Archway, which is probably all they ever wanted, so fair enough. I would love 4 wood. I don't expect to get 4 wood. Teal's gonna build a room and take bottom feeding. Yep, Teal is gonna grow. I would love 4 wood here. I don't expect to get 4 wood here. Correct, I don't. I still will just take 3 wood because I would like room parts. I'll get something good on the wheel here too. Another Reedstone for red, that makes sense. Teal does get to build the room and is going to grow with Autumn Mother. So, I mean, again, this is why I'm not that high on Autumn Mother though. You like spend extra food actions to grow a couple rounds earlier, but then you tend to have like no resources and you open the growth queue for everybody. So I don't usually know how good it is or isn't, but again, it was fun. They went for it. It does make my midwife pretty shitty probably. So that part's annoying. Midwife's not going to do a lot of work, but I'm offered 4 clay or 2 reed. I think reed is so easy to get because of the rock beater adding so much to the game. Do I need 4 clay for anything though? Like eventually for a hearth. If I take 4 clay, red's just building hearth on me anyhow though. So I really need 5 clay for a hearth, so I guess I just wait around. I could take 4 food bottom feeding. That doesn't actually seem bad, right? 4 food bottom feeding actually seems pretty good. I mean, red is going to be fed, but teal is going to have... Teal basically has no food. They pay 3 food for... They're going to have 1 food left on a big family. Purple is going to have 1 food left, plus they're paying for Plowman. I mean, purple presumably has Water Gully and the well, which is pretty legit. But yeah, red... I mean, red's going to get a big sheep pile, so they're relatively fed. But this 4 food's still pretty good. Let's just take this 4 food. This should get us through stage 2, and it leaves us very flexible in stage 2 for whatever wackiness is coming. Oh wait, there's archways open. Wait a sec, archways open. I should pick up a free food, and red still has to build a hearth, otherwise I take clay and build in front of them. Oh, let's not forget the free archway food. Not forget the free archway food. Yep, they still have to hearth. Okay, cool. It seems very swingy on the grow flip, seems great for late grow and pretty bad for early grow. Correct. I'm not that high on Autumn Mother, partly for those reasons. Even in my experience, I ran Autumn Mother once, even in late grow. Like, you'd think it should be way ahead, but it turns out that, like, paying an like, the occupation cost an action itself, right? So, like, you spent an action, and you spent a bunch of extra food, which basically cost you an action, in order to get to grow without a miner. It just turns out that that's not actually particularly strong, even though, like, sensibly it seems like it should be. Like, you've grown early, but you've sunk so many extra actions into that grow that I'm not usually that impressed by it, but we'll see. They do go just fireplace instead of hearth. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I mean, I still like hearth long term, because I don't really think I have great feeding otherwise, but I'm just gonna take this. We're just gonna stone sculpt. I mean, Archway, Stone Sculptor is hopefully, like, we're giving ourselves a lot of offboard points between Archway and Stone Sculptor, so, like, we shouldn't need as pretty of a farm, and we'll see how the rest of the game develops. Unfortunately, my computer is looking like it's not going to handle stupid animations today, but it was doing just fine the other day, so that's pretty annoying. Depending on your food, the extra actions can just cancel out from Autumn Mother. Yeah, basically. Like, again, it really depends on what growth flips, but, like... and I'd be curious to see more strong players play Autumn Mother. I've not seen enough Autumn Mother games to fully know how to feel about it, but I have seen a couple of Autumn Mother games and played one, and my experience is that it's not that good. And indeed, early growth flips, so, like, I think it's very not that good. But, you know, you can't know these things. Wow, purple takes my 5 clay. That's unfortunate. I wanted that clay, but I definitely build here so I get to grow next round. Midwife is totally dead, by the way, but the wood slide hammer. The wood slide hammer is looking live. I do think we're probably just going to push a wood slide hammer game, is what we're going to wind up doing. Um, but yeah, the growth this game is going to be so huge. There's an extra growth, so like there's going to be so many actions. The archway does add some extra food to the game, but food is going to get pretty nasty. So if I have a way to boost a food action like cowherd, that'd be good. Whoever has the milk jug should be relatively happy. This fruit ladder is probably not coming out. This herring pot actually still has some play potentially. As gross as that is, I don't know how all the food in the game is working out. I sort of wanted that Reedstone food action, but red can take the well. I don't know if red has the water gully. I assume purple had the water gully, given they have rock beater, but I don't know. I do not know. Teal took 3 reed, which is interesting. I don't totally know what that does. I guess red kind of has to take the sheep. Red kind of has to take the sheep. Teal's just taking 3 wood. That's good action. But they undo. And they do settle for 4 clay. Okay, yeah, so red does have to take the sheep. Yeah, red has to take sheep. Purple's gonna grow. I think I'm allowed to archway here and see what happens. Like, I might be able to start player for 6 wood. Wow, ceilings for purple with that extra clay. That's very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for an opportunity to start player into 6 wood here. And just archway. I think it basically has to go sheep, and so then teal has to decide what they're actually up to. And I can net this extra food. Red is going to build the well. Oh, okay, that actually does protect the sheep from them. Never mind. That does protect the sheep, because now teal can't do anything to get the sheep. Unless they fence, but teal can't fence. Okay, cool. And then Cotter even gives them the wood back from the well. Okay, very cool. So there's no SP for 6 wood, because wood just gets taken. So I guess I'm just ocking. I probably am just playing Plow Hero. I eventually want Plow Hero. I eventually want Mountain Plowman. Midwife looks just basically useless. I basically have to Ock here. Everything else is just garbage. I could play Clayfire so I can actually grow the herring pot. I really hate growing herring pot, and yet I actually still mildly warmed up to the idea that I might need to fish, because I've been clay blocked, so I don't have food. Like, I don't have food options beyond bottom feeding. Wow, I do not like that, but also I don't know what else I'm growing with. Okay, so I'm playing Clayfire for opportunities. I really want to take clay, but yeah, the clay stack got attacked this game. Clayfire also makes it easier to keep stone sculpted, so I mean, I guess there's mild benefits there. And again, continuing to stone sculpt is pretty useful long term, so. I will take wood. I definitely need more wood. I mean, everybody needs wood. Everybody wants everything, and there's too many actions. Food still looks pretty tight, though, for the 2 people that have already grown. So that part I'm a big fan of. Food being tight for the people that have grown is great. Purple just archways, literally archways first action. I still think that's way too early to be archwayed, but I will take 3 wood because I think after this round, 3 wood is just very hard to get. I think that's way too early to be archwaying though. Like, you're locking up that food, but my god, you're getting just totally wrecked on all the good actions. Like, if teal takes 3 wood here, purple can do what? Reedstone food, which they can unblockably do anyhow. I guess they can plow, but like, I do not like how aggressively purple is taking archway. There was a large pottery in the draft? Correct, there was a large pottery in the draft, so I agree that clay is going to be pretty tight. Now, the wood slide hammer at least is still nice here, but yeah, I think I need enough clay for a hearth eventually. But everybody seems kind of angling for one. But you're right. Somebody's probably angling for a large pottery, so I don't know. Next round, hope that I get 4 clay and can just build a hearth. And that would answer a lot of questions, because then I can eventually play Mountain Plowman and Plow Hero and Cowherd and have them all actually do things. But teal does just Ock here. I wanted to see the woods. I wanted to see wood continue to attack, but Ebonist gets played. Teal's actually played an okay game. I mean, their food still is in trouble, but yeah, purple does get wood back. But again, this is why I would not archway as aggressively as they did. They easily could have got blocked on wood, and I think that makes their game way worse. But anyhow, I said I'm going to play a herring pot. I hate playing herring pot here, but also like the ability to take 6 food bottom feeding next round when the game is pretty food tight and there's so many actions is okay. It's not great. It's not great by any means. I'm not growing that aggressively because I'm not able to take room parts that aggressively because the people in front of me have grown, and it's just that type of game. Red does get the huge pile of sheep, which is pretty valuable given, again, the food woes. Red is at least very fed for being last to grow, but the resources are pretty bad. Teal can build again. Teal can build again next round. But teal cannot afford. Teal can't afford to grow. I might not get 3 food fishing next round, by the way. It looks like my opponents might be forced to take 3 food with like very high priority. I guess teal can always day laborer build, so they probably just do that here. Actually, day labor build looks fine for teal. That actually gets them grow, right? Teal's allowed to day labor into because red didn't start player. Yeah, actually, this is pretty bad. This is scary. I don't know. There's so much growth. There's just so much damn growth. I kind of wonder if purple is supposed to be trying to build up toward rock beater rooms instead of spending their wood to build more rooms, but I guess they also don't want to renovate early because of ceilings. Yeah, I don't know. Purple does get Reedstone food. Can teal risk grow? I mean, I honestly don't know. It's very possible that teal can't actually afford to grow, although it's also very possible that teal doesn't understand that they can't grow. I'm assuming that this is... Oh, this is BMW. BMW for purple. That actually makes a lot of sense. Purple is going to get their food sorted rather than growing. Okay. That's fine by me. What do I want? I actually want 4 clay like that badly because I do want hearth. I want 4 clay. I don't mind 3 food fishing, but I don't super want it. Yeah, I like 4 clay into a hearth. I think hearth long term is still very important. Continuing to take 3 wood is good. Taking 2 reed is pretty good. There's a lot of stuff that I want, which is good. But yeah. Anyhow, you're right that teal maybe can't afford to grow, but also like... I think you kind of have to grow. Wow, they don't grow though. If I was teal, I would have just said that I could do it. Even if I couldn't do it, I would just have tried. Purple is freaking archwaying first action again. I think this is crazy. I continue to want to reiterate how wild I think it is to archway first action. 1 food is actually not worth pushing your first family member to take the last action of the round. It is not equivalent, but again, it's valuable to me. I'm getting more action priority than I thought, so whatever. I'm going to take 4 clay. As I've said, I really do want this clay pretty badly. I would like to get 2 reed and 3 wood. Like, I'd like to just continue building and growing. I have a baseboards. I want to build a 5th room. I want a wood slide hammer. But, like, these aren't really priorities at the moment as much as, like, getting hearth and feeding solved probably are. Blueprint for red is fine, although BMW already got built, but I guess it is a food to a wood at worst, and they might still get a pottery or a joinery. What does archway do? Archway, first off, archway has 4 points for me, so that's why I played it. You need no occupations, you need 2 clay, you play it, you get 4 points. It's now an action space for everyone. Whoever goes there gets 1 food, but you get the last action of the round. You move your family member from here to an open space at the end of the round. So purple is using their literally the second overall action of the round to get 1 food and move their action priority from the second overall of the round to the last of the round. And I am arguing that is not worth 1 food. of displacement, and indeed, I'm quite confident it's not. Now, Archway is a bit funky in like where does that food become more valuable, and like dropping Action Party. I'm not sure, but I'm very confident Purple is doing it too early. But Teal takes a single grain. Looks like Teal's gonna build a clay oven in order to get out of this. And then Ebonist, which is fine. I could Hearth here, which looks like it would put Teal in like a lot of clams, so they'd have to take 3 food. I'm still debating if I actually care about 3 food fishing. Like, part of me does, because again, it like really helps me feed for the next stage. And maybe I have to, actually. Maybe I should not be undervaluing a 6 food action. How else am I getting a 6 food action in one go? Even if I build Hearth, like, I'm not sure I get 3 sheep. Maybe I should just fish here, unfortunately. I really am not a huge fan of that, but also, like, I played a herring pot, and I don't actually have good food. Yeah, you know what? Unfortunately, I'm gonna fish, and then I'm hoping to take wooden reed. I'd still like to build Hearth at some point, but Clay Oven's clearly gonna go in a sec. Yeah, Clay Oven's definitely going in a moment. Spending actions for 4 points can be good only if opponents are sleeping. Yeah, to be clear, I'm not that big of a fan of playing Archway. I said that at the very start of the stream that I don't actually think it's that good, but I wound up with it as like a late pick, and I've decided that I was gonna play for it and see how it went, because I don't play a lot of Archway games. But yeah, I think it is too pricey. Carpenter's Yard is throwing away a reed. Okay, sure. I don't know why Red did that, but whatever. I'm taking 3 wood, or I'm taking 2 reed. I don't know which. Purple is going to tell me which. Purple has not told me which to take. Okay. I don't want to leave 6 wood, although Purple still has a jump action left. The real question is, do I get 3 reed next round? I don't know that I do, but I might. What happens if I don't get 3 reed? I just wind up building rooms super late? Fine. I think that's fine. I think I should be taking 3 wood like every chance I can get. The table is tight on wood. There's been relatively little wood injection, and there's going to be a lot of wood rooms built. And there's wood getting taken out of the game. Yeah, I mean, the baseboards eventually comes in and adds wood, but let's just take wood, hope we get the reed. Anyhow, you would also reconsider the wood injection not so high, and we already see a 4th wood room of teal. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. What do you want me to do? What is a winning line for me, out of curiosity? Just farm early? In a game where people are going to be taking the animals just to feed? I don't know that that wins. I mean, I agree that I'm not 100% locking in Woodslide Hammer, but also I do still think Woodslide Hammer plus baseboards is our best path forward for having a particularly strong game. But we'll see. Purple does have the Water Gully, but Purple's removing Water Gully from the game via Illusionist. Purple had Water Gully and let themselves get beat to the well. Let me further yell at Purple for how they're playing their game. You think BGA is broken? I mean, that probably is true. Is it actually BGA's fault for once instead of just my computer? Because, see, I would believe my computer, but... No, see, it seems fine. It seems... I don't know. Anyhow. They gained a reed. They took 2 reed. Damn it. Okay. So, Purple did take all the reed, though. Okay, fair enough. It happened on your screen too, observing? Fair enough. You generally see people use Archway too late, but you just joined, so don't know exactly what they gave up to Archway. Well, they literally Archwayed first action, but I mean, I guess it worked out for them. They got to play Illusionist, take Reedstone Food, take 2 Reed, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that that's what they should have been doing. Illusionist just has a display bug? I would believe that. Also, again, can I just stress, though, Purple has a Water Gully in hand and somehow got beat to the well when they have a Rock Beater and they had 3 stone on round 3? Like, let me talk to this player about what actions they've been prioritizing. But yeah, anyhow, Purple taking Reed with Illusionist is annoying. There's way too much growth in this game. Way too much growth. Oh, wait, did Teal Autumn Mother again? Oh no, did Teal Autumn Mother again? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Teal Autumn Mothered again, didn't they? Okay, I guarantee you 2 Automothers is wrong in an early growth game. Yeah. So there's too much growth and too many actions, and the board is going to be utterly shit way too fast. But, you know. Teal Archwade second action. See, okay, here's the thing. I agree that these players need food, but literally second action of the round is too early for this shit. You should first action it when like kindling gathers in the game. Utterly shit board sounds like you're kind of Archway. I I disagree with how fast people go to Archway here, but I grant that one food is meaningful for a lot of these players. We got rid of a carrot museum. Okay, cool. And we gathered more stone. We're gonna build stone rooms eventually. That's cool. I'm allowed to just keep taking 3 wood. I mean, I'm in for just continuing to take 3 wood because everything is bad. I will admit my game looks pretty bad. My game looks pretty bad because there simply are way too many actions, so the board is going to become just utterly, utterly disgusting. Wait, every round. Sometimes the lane's very strong for very strong. Okay, I cannot stand people. I'm sorry, it's not just you, but it's 10 days of hanging around board gamers talking through board games, and I cannot stand why everybody has to use hyperbole when discussing board game strategy. Oh my god, very strong. It rankles me. It constantly rankled me all week too. I want people to say what they actually mean, but that's apparently not how we converse anymore. But anyhow, maybe I'm just wrong on Archway too, and it's fine. Maybe all these players are right to just be Archway in first action, but it seems crazy to me. There's like no actions that matter anymore, and you've delayed your person so that you can take 1 food, like whatever. Here probably goes the hearth. Yeah, that's a bit sad. I was about to build hearth. I was about to build hearth. Alright, what am I actually doing? I'm taking reedstone food because I have a stone sculptor and I do eventually want reed. Sure. I reedstone food and then I actually play the plow hero? Oh no. Not thrilled with this reedstone food. Very not thrilled with it, but I'm gonna still do it. I still really dislike my game position though. I don't. There's way too much growth in this game, and I don't super see. I don't super see how I'm getting through this. Although I guess I don't know how anybody's getting through this. Yeah, we might just all have very ugly games for a while. We'll see. Am I building 2 other wood rooms? Maybe. It might be. Looks like I get to ban another bot. The bots have been definitely popping back up on my channel. It feels like too much growth is feeding to too little food. I mean, of course, that's 100% what's happening here. I mean, the food in this game is just utterly wrecked too. The players have grown way too much with Automother, and they cannot generate food efficiently enough. So, I mean, there's so many actions that are going to be spent on pretty garbage actions. But, like, that is just where we're at. I do think I'm supposed to Plow Hero. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to Plow Hero, or maybe I just Mounted Plowman first. Might actually be Mounted Plowman first. Any Ock that's going to be boosting actions is good. Like honestly, Cowherd eventually is probably pretty good. I do really need that 5 clay hearth next round. No hearth looks pretty bad. Also, it does appear to be my computer, not just BGA, but oh my god. Computer, you handled streaming just fine on Monday, the whole freaking stream. I restart, I try to do everything, and it just hates me, and it makes me hate stream. Well, not hate streaming, but it makes me just really annoyed. I still enjoy streaming, but I just loathe how damn slow the animations are. But Civ always talks about the paradox of more family being easier to feed, but the game feels like an exception. I mean, no, it's definitely still somewhat true. Like, I have 3 family members and I'm not feeding them efficiently, and it's definitely more annoying to have to use like one of my family members' actions on feeding every stage when these other players have more actions to use it. But yeah, to be clear, I'm still with all of you that occasionally delaying your actions from Archway is totally fine. I'm totally on board with like occasionally it's fine, but I do think it's wild how aggressively players in this game have been taking it. Like, your late actions in this game are going to be so bad, and your early actions, like, there's multiple 3 wood spot. Like, there's actually good things on the board at the moment. Not many. So, like, giving up your action party to take one of the good things seems very wrong to me. But, um, but again, we'll see. We will see how this goes. I do think I'm building 5 clay hearth as my first action, which I really hate. I would really like to do other things that are not 5 clay hearth first action. However, I think I need 5 clay hearth first action. Because I can't generate food with actions otherwise. Like, there's not going to be bottom feeding on this board for long. So there goes a firewood in order to fuel. So this person is just throwing away A tier cards. Water Gully, Firewood, Carrot Museum. We're just throwing those cards away to Illusionist. I would like to argue about how they've played their game and how they played their hand, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Here goes 5 clay for a hearth, which again, I really loathe doing, but also I don't need clay for anything else if I wood slide hammer. Right? If I'm wood slide hammering, I don't need clay for anything else, and I need a feeding mechanism. I might just need to be spamming cows with cowherd and stuff. I also kind of would like more actions. Again, this is that paradox of feeding. Is like the actions are so bad, but also like I do want more of them. But on some level, so does everybody in this game. So whatever. Do I ever get 3 reed next round? Because I would love to like take 3 wood, and then 3 reed next round. Although I should not be offered 3 wood, right? My opponent should be taking 3 wood here, and they are. So, good job, good job. We're mostly all in agreement that it's being overused. Good, 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 good. Archway did just get taken this round, and I'm actually okay with this. Archway getting taken at this point of the round. The 3 woods are gone. The like best stuff is gone. Like, go ahead, Archway, whatever. I'm allowed to plow plus sheep. I probably should just plow plus sheep, even though I have freaking plow hero. Plows also look pretty tight this game, so blocking the table from the best, like one of the better action spots. I also have no crops this game because my midwife is so useless. I really think my hand was not that good, and I think the way this game is broke, I'm in a lot of trouble still, but I will plow. I think I am supposed to take 2 reed. Nobody's build growing this round, right? Yeah, nobody's actually build growing this round. Teal start players, okay. Purple should be renovating, right? Purple should be renovating so they could build stone rooms. Wow, Teal does have the foreign aid with the Autumn Mother. Okay. Okay. Plow is a distraction? It might be. It's very possible that plow is a distraction compared to what I should be doing, but I also don't know that I actually agree, which is why I did what I did. Stone Custodian's getting thrown out by Purple now. Okay, Purple's taking more clay. Are they building a clay room even though they have freaking Rock Beater and 7 stone? Are they seriously gonna try? They still did not renovate. I guess they can renovate with their last action, maybe? Yeah, so they're going to build a clay room next round, but they also have to eat a reed in the harvest, and they have to reed to renovate? I don't know what's happening here. I do think I'm supposed to take 2 reed, and then take like 1 more reedstone food action, and hopefully double build. I don't love that I'm pushing this much growth, but growth is this open, and also what else am I doing? And I think the answer is I don't have anything else to be doing. So away we go to try to join actions. I may want to get some Autobot. Yeah, I think you're right. Bots used to not bother me much anymore, but now they're back. What do I think about Age of Innovation? Have I considered streaming it? I am pretty low on Age of Innovation, and I'm very unlikely to stream it. Um, for one thing, I also partly think Age of Innovation has Gaia Project level problems of like I don't even know that streaming it goes great because I think it's too busy. Although one could argue Agricola is too busy to stream too, so you know. But anyhow, no, I don't really enjoy Age of Innovation. Like I mildly enjoy Age of Innovation, but nowhere near enough to want to stream it consistently or even necessarily at all. I think Age of Innovation is relatively the wrong direction that games should be designed, although actually given that's not quite right. Given what the market seems to be asking for and what people want to play, I guess Age of Innovation is totally the right direction. But in terms of what I actually enjoy and what I think makes for great competitive games and competitive communities, I think Age of Innovation is relatively crummy. But you can help me set up Automata if I'm ever interested. You did it for chess.com. Okay. Yeah, I might ask you about it at some point. Yeah, someday. Joinery is getting built here. That's fine. I mean, joinery with Cotter, sure, but also like, well, and you have well plus joinery. I mean, who could argue with that? Still, nobody's built the pottery. Maybe purple is trying to renovate to the pottery. Maybe that's why they're taking so much clay. Teal is just day laboring, but they can't actually build a room, right? Oh no, they can build a room. Oh no, teal can build a room. Oh my god, is teal gonna auto mother again, everybody? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we witnessing? Are we gonna witness another autumn mother? Clear eyes, full joinery, can't lose. Also, why did teal not take wood slide hammer? Because they don't know how to draft is the answer. They're a new player, but oh my god. Two wood gets taken at the end of the round. That makes enough sense. Purple is going to archway onto Ak. Like, this is where archway is, again, dubious. Like, congrats. You got one extra food, but now you get to jump to God knows what. They had forwarded, but didn't grow round 7 when they had the chance. Apparently, correct, Ace of Spade. But you have to grow with Autumn Mother, clearly, rather than blocking other players or something. But to be clear, we should not judge them too harshly. They are a 100 rated player, but Teal's being a little nutty, but are you crazy for thinking maybe their game's pretty okay? Look, unfortunately, it is closer to okay than I want it to be. My game is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. My game's pretty bad. My opponents have grown super aggressively in front of me, and I have set up some pretty questionable shit that's not really doing that much. My occupations were not that good in the draft. One of my best cards, Midwife, was the only thing I found to enable the beer keg that I drafted. So again, I kind of am leaning into the only power I have is Wood Slide Hammer and hope that that's, you know, going to lead us somewhere. Am I thrilled about that? Hell no. But also, like, if the board is going to be so crappy, like, I agree, getting more actions is dubious, but also, like, the board is so crappy by, like, my second action because there's too many family members. And one of the most efficient things I can actually do is build 2 more rooms, use baseboards for a ton of wood, grow twice, and renovate to stone. And so, like, I kind of just have to join them, but that's a pretty bad place to be. I kind of wish I could have just fenced and taken the animal pairs that are about to exist. Because, like, I'm probably ignoring animal pairs in order to build wood rooms here. So, you know, that's not good either. Definitely not good. I think my round wants to be Reedstone Food, double build, grow. That assumes Teal's actually growing this harvest, which, wait a sec, did Teal actually for once not grow with Autumn Mother? Nope, Teal definitely grew with Autumn Mother again. I mean, Teal grew with Autumn Mother 3 times this game, which is pretty intriguing. Baseboard's going to go all the way around the table? Oh, of course. Baseboards is absolutely flying around this table. Are you kidding me? These players have spent an insane amount of resources on rooms, namely Teal. Teal has nothing besides just rooms and people, but I mean, in their defense, Teal is at 5 family members. Now, also argument though, how is Teal going to generate 10 food? But Teal has a veg. Be fair, that's true. Teal has a veg. They do have a veg, and they have a milking. They have a milking place. They have a goat. They do have a goat. All right, what's actually happening? Purple's just going to take the pigs right away because food, yeah. This is all sensible. Who won Agricola at WBC, by the way? CS2376 Junior won. I took second place by a single point. I was fourth seed yet again in both my semifinal and my final. So that is now four. That was both the semifinal and final last year and this year of getting fourth seat. So that's always cool. It obviously didn't slow me down that much because I made the finals both years, and this year I was at least very competitive, but still a little annoying. Anyhow, yeah, I take Reedstone food, hope I double build and start growing. It's real ugly. I don't like it, but also again, there's no good actions on the board. 3 wood and plow have already gone. The 2 pigs went. We have a million actions on a board that is just shit. Everybody is going to have relatively low scores, I think, because nobody actually has good actions despite having a million actions. Purple does renovate here, so I do need to build in front of them because well, unless they're building pottery. Presumably they have large pottery. Yeah, there goes pottery. Fishing looks good. I do like fishing, I'm not going to lie, but I don't have enough actions for it. When early growth and autumn mother recommend grow more and the food stream, please stop growing. Yeah, it is weird. Teal has decided, though, that we're all just going to play this game. Oh, purple cannot build a room. Interesting. It's possible that I should archway here. As much as I've been yelling at people for archwaying, it does not look possible for anybody to build a room in front of me. And therefore, nobody's going to grow in front of me either. So I think archway already got taken. Of course it did. Teal archwayed with their second person because there's nothing left to do. Fair enough. Fair enough, Teal. That was actually a reasonable time to use archway because you are right that all the actions suck already. 2 wood is going to get taken, so there's that, but... Alright, I'm throwing away all my wood for this wood slide hammer. That feels dubious, but whatever. It's what we're doing. We have a wood slide hammer. Let's run it. I'm going to grow with a baseboard, so that's at least cool. The baseboard is absolutely going to fly around the table, but archway's gone, correct. Yeah, baseboards is going to fly around the table. I have to play it here because I require it. It's the only thing that made this at all justifiable, and it still does not feel good. Although also how many people can actually super afford the baseboards? Enough. The food is not that bad for that many players. Red's food looks okay, although they just took 2 sheep, but a lot of players admittedly are just taking food actions. I'm pretty sure this grain is just a food action so Teal can so bake. But also that's pretty defensible. I'm also curious who has the milk jug, because I would really like to see it get played. I also would like food, but... Plow Hero looking good? Yeah, Plow Hero is going to be good at some point, because we're going to have to first action plow anyhow. So, I agree that we're going to get a field out of Plow Hero. And the Mountain Plowman is at least going to help us feed, but... 6 wood baseboards is nice. We can grow wood slide hammer. But I also have pretty bad food issues myself, team, before we lose track of that. I need a lot of food that I don't have. I don't know that I'm allowed to cow herd into cows next round, because otherwise that would be great if I could actually play cow herd then take a cow, but I don't know that that's going to work. Casual worker gets played, that's probably pretty good, because again, there's too many actions. People are going to be forced to just take 2 stone. I've really not been in a game that has this much growth, and it's, I kind of hate it. Actually, I more than kind of hate it. I absolutely hate it. I really hate this game, but here we are. The baseboard's instantly getting played. That's, again, very, very foreseeable, very, very much known that that's what's happening. It's going to fly around. People absolutely need the wood. This is like diet additional action space game. Actually, unfortunately, Gonzo, you're pretty much right. That is probably why I hate it. This absolutely feels like an additional action space game. That is pretty much exactly what we're experiencing here. 2 of us have built 3 wood rooms, no discounts. Red built 2 wood rooms, no discount. Purple is the only one that admittedly hasn't, gone crazy on the rooms, and I still think purple's eventually rock beatering their way to multiple stone rooms, but hell if I know. Hell if I know what's actually happening. Do I still think I'm losing by a lot? Yeah. I think it's not going to end that well, but hey, whatever. We get to keep stone sculpting. That's at least something too. There is enough stone that stone sculptor's okay, because that rock beater added so much extra, and the wood slide hammer still is gonna rock. But you think my game is bad, but you're not sure with the capacity to be beat by a lot. I agree with that. I do agree that everybody's game kind of sucks. So like, there's that. Fishing did get taken, so my only way of feeding is like my feeding is just really bad next phase. Woodpile, how much was that woodpile? That was like a 3 wood woodpile because they have so many actions. That woodpile is pretty good. Yeah, 3 wood woodpile. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Red is going to plow first action. That makes sense. All the passing wood miners. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be watching this given that you're accused of one of your opponents being your alt. Oh, interesting. You're more than welcome to watch. I'm assuming you're not actually using an alt to spectate this thrilling and awful game. Alright, I think I am going to greed playing Cowherd here, because, like, even if I get beat to cow, there's so many other 3-food actions, and, like, I think I have to try to greed Cowherd into cows. Do I think Cowherd into cows is, like, doomed to fail? Yes. Yes, I do. But also I'm in a bad spot, and I need to slightly risk something going incredible. So, I'm gonna go for it. Going to go for it. And maybe I get away with it. It's not super obvious that anybody else wants 1 cow with that much priority. The rest of them did kind of have enough time to sort of figure their food out. Like, red doesn't really need a cow for 3 food that badly. I mean, they mildly do. They do need some food, but yeah, it probably fails, but whatever. Oyster Eater is getting chucked for an extra wood. That's fine. Illusionist is doing stuff and making all of my visuals awful. You think getting both is a dream, but realistically you want Cowherd down at some point already, so it's not the worst? Correct. I mean, I need Cowherd down regardless. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I need Cowherd down long term, so, like, this action is not really being thrown away, because, like, I will first action a pair of cows, like, pretty much every round in order to feed myself. So, like, it's fine. I also do want Plow Hero down, but, like, I honestly don't know when I get a Plow. I mean, I'm gonna have to start player for the Plow, and, like, I also don't have... I just don't... Again, my game's bad. I cannot stress enough how bad my game is, but... Even if I plow a bunch, I don't have crops to put in those fields. Like, maybe I start player for a Plow Sow after taking a veg or something eventually, which sounds really cool, but, like... It's bad. Things are really bad. They're really bad. But again, I will admit this. I have not seen a game with this much just rampant growth, and I have to admit I don't actually know how to handle it when you can't just take value off the board because the board has no value because everybody's been taking just a million actions. Again, this is not what I don't enjoy Agricola like this at all. So the fact that it's early growth with 3 Autumn Mothers adding growth to the game is just really freaking ugly. We're all going to score like 40. Like, maybe somebody scores better than that, but anyhow. All right, we're 2 actions away from getting the cows. 2 actions away from the dream. And by the dream, I mean, like, the dream is, like, sort of not die and maybe accelerate out of this position. If somebody takes the cows, I think we're pretty much dying. Like, I'm allowed to take 3-food traveling, 3-food pigs, and then I grow with a beggar? I guess I don't even grow with a beggar, but... having to take 3-food, 3-food... not good. Not good. So, it'd be much better to take 8-food. But, should my opponents allow me to take 8-food here? Probably not. But we can dream. There's always Archway, too. I'm always allowed to take Archway if cow gets blocked. Nobody's taken Archway yet. But, you think Agricola's with lots of shortage are the most interesting games? So, I mildly agree, but I don't agree that Agricola with this much growth is fun. I don't agree that Agricola should have this much growth running around. I think that's relatively bad for the game, but it's fine. Even though they feel bad. Yeah, to be clear, I actually really enjoy when Agricola is like very food tight or wood tight or even even clay tight. Like, I think Agricola is great when there is tightness. I value tightness, but tightness comes in different aspects than there's a million actions, so everything is tight and none of us can do like anything good. That is not what I'm looking for. That I don't think is very fun. I think it's fun to have to prioritize different actions at different rates and really navigate a board. Now, this one, admittedly, we have to navigate the board too, so like you can argue, but I'm not a fan. Not a fan of Autumn Mother coming in 3 times in a row. Don't think it's good for the dynamic of this game, but whatever. Baseboards did get played another time, which again, not shocking. Tons of wood added to the game. That's probably relatively good. Purple could just fence. Please just fence. You don't need the cow. You actually like literally don't need the cow. You actually have food. Oh, good. You're just going to archway. All right. Team, we did it. We actually freaking did it. Just hit confirm on that archway. Oh, my God. Amazing. Okay. Hey, we're not instantly dead, everybody. We are not instantly dead. It's incredible. We actually have some life. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, what do I do with this life? What do I do with this newfound life? I take Reedstone food for an eventual Reno. I could take Reedstone food for eventual Reno. 3 stone for eventual Reno is pretty damn good too, actually. Maybe it's 3 stone. My opponents don't really need stone, but I need 3 stones, like perfect, right? 3 stone plus a Reedstone food pretty much gets me through the game. That's solid, actually. It's not bad. I could try to greed 4 stone, though. Although my opponents eventually should care about 4 stone. My opponent should eventually care about 4 stone. Also, clay is stone in disguise, though, right? How much is 6 clay? 6 clay is also 4 stone? Huh, maybe I do greed 4 stone. Oh, but I'm not allowed to take Reedstone food. Wow, that's actually really annoying. Okay, I could 2 food Plow Hero, is that true? If I 2 food Plow Hero, I have Plow Hero on the team already, and I can eat the cow, putting me at 10 food. I have 8 food. I stone sculpt. I have exactly enough food, but then I can't even Plow Hero first action. Or can I? Wait a second. Can I Plow Hero first action? Because of Mountain Plowman, I still should be able to, right? I should be able to plow 2 fields with Mountain Plowman, I think. Because I should be able to get the sheep, eat it, and then pay for the next field. I'm not sure that that's how it works, but it might be. So I think I'm supposed to get Plow Hero down because that is like actually advancing my game. I am kind of getting greedy with these resource piles. Maybe I'm getting too greedy with these resource piles. There's so many actions in this game that this probably... And then I still have to use priority to take those actions? No, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. I'm not first action in plowing next round when there's so many resources that I need to gather. Yeah, let's undo that. Let's undo that. That's not correct. Let's just take 3 stone. 3 stone's a good move. It's 1 away from max stone sculptor, but it's totally fine to not max stone sculptor. I can just take 3 stone here. I'll grow baseboards. Or not baseboards. I grow woodslide hammer. I take a reedstone food eventually, so I'm set to Reno. This is fine. You think Plow Hero is right? I think it's wrong. But whatever. Those baseboards are going to add like 40 wood to the game. They might. Maybe Plow Hero was right here, but whatever. I did this now. It is possible you're right that Plow Hero is actually correct. Because I do only have 2 rounds after this to use Plow Hero, so maybe I was supposed to have it already down. Because using my action party on Plow is probably pretty important, but whatever. It's not what's happened. It's not what's happened. I've done this is what's happened. Alright, I also have 15 actions left for the game. That does not sound like enough. Mostly because I don't think it is enough to have a particularly strong game, but hey. What are you gonna do? Woodslide Hammer's good. Woodslide Hammer's good. But yeah, like, I don't have the wood for fences. Although baseboards is in Purple's hand. I don't know that Purple's actually playing baseboards. I don't really know what Purple's doing, though, besides, like, are they ever actually renovating and building stone rooms? I don't know. Are they ever actually fencing? I don't know. Purple seems also very lost. You think it probably doesn't matter, given that I don't get Plow next round? I agree. You think you like Plow Hero since 4 stone and 6 clay are both pretty good, but you can see not wanting to plow over one of those 2? Yeah, I think I don't get plow anyhow, as we just discussed. I think I'm gonna have to SP for plow, but who knows? Like, it's very possible I messed up there. The thing is, I also don't know that my opponents want to Ock that heavily, so like I think one of my late actions next round could be Ock, whereas I do think, like, as we just saw, like most of the resources did get taken because there's so many actions. I think it was better to use late priority on one of these, and then use late priority again on an Ock, and be able to use my early priority next round on wood, and like then maybe SP veg type stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. Archway into Ock. Indeed. Half-timbered house for purple. Purple has the half-timbered house. Okay, that's less spooky than the other players. That also means half-timbered house almost got passed all the way back around to Woodslide Hammer, which is pretty crazy. Purple having half-timbered house means like they're definitely going to build a stone room at some point, right? Who has large pottery, by the way? Still also unknown and weird. Purple's like nowhere near a stone room because of all these resources, though. So that's good news. Like, I'm more alive in this game than I ought to be. I still think I'm losing, but getting the 2 cows and getting this set up is good. I do have a huge reno eventually, but like I'm pretty far away from fences, so you know that's a pretty big issue. And I'm eating all my cow points here. Nah, I should be losing. Like, red should be winning this, right? They're casual worker, 4 actions. They should fence on time, although I guess they have phantom joinery points if they fence. I don't know for sure. There's a lot of actions left, and everybody's games are weird in different ways. I also kind of continued to need to get 2 cows as a way to feed. And unfortunately, like, other players do want to take cows eventually, and so like I also have a weird priority to just take 2 cows because 8 food is such a clean action for me compared to everything else. Like, am I actually first actioning 2 cows because it's that important? Like, I don't like that thought, but also it might be the case that 2 cows is my most important action. Like 2 cows, SP Nada, Plow Hero Veg. Like, I don't know. I have so many things I need to do. I want to Reedstone Food still, too, to get that Reno lined up. Teal is going to first action Plow, and then Plow so happens. Okay, that makes sense. I seriously might just 2 cows here. 2 cows is so important. I mean, 3 wood is relatively important, but also, like, it's mildly the case that my opponents don't need to take that much wood. Although, what else are they doing? Is a fair question, but I'm just going to take 2 cows. I might be too paranoid that Teal's going to take a cow, but I don't know what else. Like, I need this food. I really gave myself no other feeding options, so. Why didn't Teal pick cultivation? Yeah, they played Foreign That's why. Teal's not allowed to Foreign Teal's not allowed to do any of these bottom row actions. Which, by the way, the Reno queue is a little bit gross, but I guess this is already in stone. I am only going to Reno once with Woodslide. Teal probably has time to get some big Renos off if they gather stuff up. Red takes sheep. We like to see that. Animals are just stupidly contested here, too. Everything is stupidly contested. 3 stone for Teal. Maybe a stone oven, actually. I don't know. It does look like I get 3 wood back, so that's very nice. That's handy. I would love 3 wood. I'd love Teal to start, or purple to start player baseboards. That would actually be the nuts. That's not start player baseboards, damn. I think baseboards has died in purple's hand, which is reasonable but unfortunate. I would love purple to start player here so that I could just lock in Plow Hero without having to think about it, but it's fine. Do still have a lot to do. I might be setting up to red fence. With teal unable to red fence and purple not able to red fence in front of me. It might be that I'm just building red fence and like my animals are gonna suck, but I have to eat all my animals anyhow because I have crap food. And I'm still just on the fast track to like upper 30s is what I'm trying to achieve, which is not good, but also like might be enough. I am taking 3 wood. I think I have to take 3 wood. Like I need fences. What else? I have to make a farm. There's not enough offboard points. Definitely still wrong to archway at the moment, by the way. Way too many important things to do before archway and. When two cows are simply too juicy that you have to. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could be breeding cows. I absolutely wish. I wish I had fences and could just breed the cows, but the dark truth is that I have to do this. Hey, there's the archway. Purple goes to archway. Boo, I wanted you to start player, but whatever. I'm going to play Plow Hero. Should I be starting before Plow Heroing? Maybe. Maybe is the answer, but whatever. I'm going to play Plow Hero. We're going to play the Plow Hero. And then, yeah, I'm going to take a veggie. Going to take a vegetable. Vegetable's a good action, although maybe I should have vegetabled first? I don't know. I don't know if my opponents want an occupation or not. I do still need a Reedstone food action at some point too. Like, yeah, I sort of don't want to start player, but I sort of do. I wanted purple to start player. That's what I wanted, but they said that they wanted to archway, and I don't even know what they're doing with their last action. I guess Reedstone food because it's unblockable. Might be Reedstone food because it's unblockable. Oh, red is gonna Ock. All right, I Ocked at a good time. Ocked at a good time. Forced my opponent into Ock also. Yeah, what are you doing with your last action, purple? Just Reedstone food because it helps feed you? Sure. Consultant for red. That's 2 food for a consultant. That is when you know your actions are just really popping off. What a gross game. Just a million growths, but nobody can earn points because everything sucks. Teal so bakes, cool. I will take my veg on the off chance I'm getting plow sow. I mean, hopefully purple would rather grow than plow sow. That's kind of the dream here, but I at least can just take some 2-point actions. Red's gonna start player. Well, that is the worst. That is the worst. It was kind of expected, but it's also the worst because I needed some help. Needed some help. We have an acorns basket. That's basically why we played consultant. I should have actually been able to realize that, but I didn't. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, I think it's very unlikely I get plow, but red probably goes plow sow, and then it probably goes plow sow, plow grow, and then I get like 4 wood at least. Although I kind of need to SP for plow sow in the final round. That's a bit ugly. I do intend to just take Reedstone food here so that I can at least threaten Reno. Yeah, I should at least take Reedstone food here to be able to threaten Reno. Now I'm probably dead with not getting plowed next round. I mean, I agree. But to be clear, I think I'm not sure I could afford to SP for it. I think I really had to hope that, like, I still think I had to kind of hope that Purple was going to SP for us, which they did not do. But I think I had to just keep greeting points here because I've been in bad. But yeah, I agree. I kind of needed plows twice. So maybe I was supposed to just start player for plows twice because with Mountain Plowman, they're good, but whatever. You think I might be right that I had to greet it? I agree. It's hard to say, like, whatever. Again, I've kind of mentally checked out of this game a bit because I'm also not having that much fun with it because I do not enjoy a million action Agricola. This is why I don't play with extra action spaces because I hate how the end game turns into this. I kind of hate how important start player becomes, but like, yeah, the person after whoever starts is often really benefited, which is kind of the dynamic here of like whoever. Yeah, if purple had started for me, I'm way better off, but red started for teal is kind of what looks like it's actually happening, but it's fine. It does look like teal's still going to run out of stone. Looks like teal's going to get another field or two. I mean, again, I think I'm still losing by a good bit, but I do think I get 4 wood. Again, 4 wood's going to be good. I think I get 4 wood. I still think I get Reno fences in the final round, although maybe red refuses to fence this next round. I don't know. Although it does not look like red is even renovating, so you think additional action space is fun once in 1,000 games, but then you have to know it's additional action space is going in. Yeah, I mean, that's basically where I'm at too. Like, to be clear, I occasionally have played and enjoy additional action space games, but then like you draft for it and you kind of know what you're doing and it's going to be stupid and silly. And instead, I've been suckered into this ugly freaking world. But whatever. I will be taking 4 wood. Absolutely taking 4 wood with my first action. Unless I get plow, but yeah, there's no way I get plow. Teal plows. I'd love purple. Purple's gonna grow, I have to assume, and they do. Yeah. Okay. So I get 4 wood. I'm assuming red just fences, but could be wrong on that also. But my instincts are red's supposed to fence. But people can prove me wrong. If I somehow get 2 cows back, I'm probably spamming 2 cows again, because again, it's my only feeding action, and I still need to be fed for the next harvest. Start player for Plow Sow is still pretty good and kind of important, but given that I'm like SP Nada, it's just really not exciting, and I still have so many other good actions to keep taking. Red does just fence, and they're done with plows, which is something. The cows are gone. Boo, the cows are gone. Purple start players for us, though. Oh my god, good. I get double plow without having to fight for it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's a bartering hut. Okay, whatever. You're surprised red fence bigged? I agree. I'm also surprised red fence bigged, but I guess it's like 1 more point, and they need every point they can get. Purple, don't undo. What are you doing? Oh, we're just undoing our bartering hut. That's fine. You can undo your bartering hut. All day. Undo your bartering hut, but don't you dare undo the start player. This is absolutely this is correct. This is the right move for you. It's the right move for us. All right. All right. Red has thrown away all their resources for sheep. That's where purple has. Yeah, this game is so low scored, and yet I'm still gonna just. I think I'm still just losing. I mean, purple is going to open plow sow, right? I'm just getting 2 plows. Yeah, that's a bummer. And I'm going to have nowhere to put the animals unless I build stables, and I'm not building stables. I'm just going to angle for red fence. That also kind of sucks. I'm going to throw some animals overboard, but whatever. Do I ever just eat 2 pigs here? Like, 2 pigs is only 2 food worse than 2 cows, and I still just need so much food. I need so much food, but 3 wood is 2 more points. Is food worth 2? Is food as important as 2 points to me? It honestly probably is, because again, how else do I feed? I'm gonna go with how else do I feed this game, and I just don't have good answers besides taking animals when I can, because I've just done bad things. I guess double plow is a lot of food too. Double plow is a decent amount of food. Maybe I don't need them, but whatever. I clicked on them. I'm going to just do it. I'm not super happy with my decisions, but I'm not really happy with most of my options. Double plow is at least like a 5-point move, and red fence is at least like a 20-point move. But that still only takes me to like upper 30s. But the low elo player could be taking some juicy elo points here with the scary autumn mother tactics. I agree. It's very possible that this autumn mother is going to work, because like they still have a big reno, and although they also kind of look out of juice, like I guess they take a grain. Speaking of, I guess I should take a grain. Like both Teal and I want single grain pretty badly. Purple's archway, that's fine. Yeah, I actually might take my grain move here on the off chance I get Plowso and the fact that Teal wants it, or am I supposed to just take my 3 wood now? I might be able to take 3 wood next round though. There's literally no pressure on red fence. Like, red is nowhere near red fencing. You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm going to take a grain. I'm going to get this 2-point move out of the way that looks like it's mildly contested. Oh, actually, Teal can Ebonist grain. Teal can Ebonist grain. Although that means they need to take wood. Awkward. So maybe I should just be taking wood, I guess. Alright. No, I should just be taking wood. I can always take another veg here, too, and hope to maybe sow veggies next round. Yeah, let's just take wood, get the wood out of the way. I still get to stone sculpt once. Let's double read woodslide hammer and make sure that I remember that it's truly going to be 3 stone and a reed to renovate, and I'm not crazy. Red is taking single sheep. That's lovely. Wow, red's food is bad too. Am I possibly winning this game still with like a 41? I mean, let's not get too excited, because we're definitely not there yet, but poofda. Everybody's games are crap. Which we've talked about. We already knew everybody's games were going to be crap, but it's just somewhat alarming to actually see that come true. You think eating 1 cow, 1 pig may have been the better move there, because I want to take cows again, but I'm never taking pigs again? That's conceivable. I mean, I'm pretty open to the idea that I'm getting no animals next round, like at all, because I'm going to open plow. Like, next round I'm opening plow, then I'm going to have to red fence, then I'm going to have to take animals. And I think the animals will already be gone by that point. Like, I feel pretty strongly about the fact that the animals are already going to be gone. Which does lead me towards taking another veg here. Really leads me towards taking another veg, because I might get sow. It's possible that I get sow as my third action if everybody takes all the animals. Yeah, let's just take a veg and then take a grain. Do I even get grain next? I don't know. Yeah, actually, let's restart. Teal really doesn't want a veg that badly, but they might want to take a grain. Yeah, let's undo these things. Let's take the grain. I do think a big problem with my game is that, yes, I think I'm going to end up with only one animal type, but... Yeah, it's one food better. Even if cows are gone, I have plenty of alternatives to a 2-point pig move. Do I have plenty of alternatives? Do I? I think I'm going to rapidly be running out of alternative actions that score points, just to be clear. I think everybody kind of is, for what it's worth. I do always have a single stone as a point next round. Good old Stone Sculptor is doing work this game, at least. I do get veg back here. Okay, cool. At least we have sow as an option, then. What else is there to do? Nothing. Cool. Okay, I do get the Stone Sculpt. I do have a big red fence. Red fence is unblockable by red. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm just putting red fence off till the last action because it doesn't matter. It's possible that I'm putting red fence off because animals are just going to be that contested. Like, teal looks like their only real point move that they're going to be offered next round is to take a sheep. It looks like red's only point moves are going to be joinery and take a cow. And grow. There is grow. Red probably grows first action, so it probably goes plow, plow, grow, sheep. And then it just goes like cow. Like, I think red fence does me almost nothing, but... How often has the Eminist triggered yet? I think the Eminist is triggered a couple times, right? They've been using it. Oh, only once. Never mind. Only once. Also, let's refresh the game state, because, yeah. Illusionist definitely messes with BGA, and then you add on my computer while streaming, sometimes gets super slow with animations, and oh god, does it just break the game. What an Eminist. Yeah, I mean... definitely Stone Sculpt. Definitely Stone Sculpt. Do not forget the Stone Sculpt. That food and point is important to us. Those off-board points are helping carry our really shitty farm somewhere. I might get so back though. It looks conceivable. Like it does look pretty. I mean, maybe teal sows instead of taking a sheep, but I think the round might be going plow, sow, plow, grow, sheep, cow, sow, and then something, I red fence and hope to god a pig somehow comes back. Seems really unlikely, so I take a stone and I take a food action, is what's actually happening. Yeah, I think that's what's actually happening, which means I'm ending the game at not great, but something. I get a couple points out of plowing. I get a ton of points out of red fence. It does open plow sow as expected. That is the move. I think I'm getting sow back though. Sow is at least a 2-point move that also gives me a food. Like, it's pretty good. At least I think I'm getting sow back. I am just going to be eating these sheep, which is not great, but I think I should hold on to the cow. I think there's a mild shot I get a sheep somehow, but I think there's no chance I get cows. Like, I don't think there's any chance I get to take cows in time for it to matter. I mean, I probably could take cows with my next action if I need enough food, but I don't actually think I need food that badly. I guess I still need 4 food. But I can just eat a veg or something. It can't be correct to eat this cow. Well, it could be correct to... Wait a second. It's probably right to eat the cow and hold a sheep, though. That's just more food. That's just more food. And I'm not winding up with that many things. Okay. Let's... Oh, I have to undo the whole thing. Whoops, that's gross. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody that has to watch this. And It goes so slowly, but I should eat a cow. It's just a 2 food difference and the points are the same. Oh god, my computer is not happy with animations though. Holy shit, like, this is not BGA's fault. I still am so annoyed and so confused though why my computer sometimes streams happily and then other times it just freaking, like, I cannot click through menus. Anyhow, you think Teal's gonna take so? Okay, fair enough. Might be true. I guess Teal taking sow makes more sense because they need it for food, you're right. Teal probably has to sow for feeding. So then there is a sheep flying around, in which case holding onto sheep might be wrong. Ah, damn it, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks if this is wrong, but whatever. Red grows as expected, but you're right. Teal might be sow baking because if they don't sow bake, how do they feed? Yeah, you're right. They are grain utilizing because they need it for food. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I guess they get a sheep back because I'm sure as hell not blocking sheep. I guess I am red fencing, hoping to get back pigs or cows. Again, I don't think I get back cows, but I might get back pig. Getting pig back is possible. Yeah, getting pig back is possible at least. I guess I do just red fence right away. Yeah. Oh boy, the lag. Oh, the lag. All right, all right. Hey, we at least shoot up to 40 something, right? 41, 42. We shoot up to 42 after that move. Is it a legit 42? No, we're 2 food short, but we are up to 42. I mean, my opponents have some ways to make points, but not a lot. Like, my opponents are pretty light on ways to make points. Red has 2 actions left, and their best point moves are 1 point each. Oh, but they might get a casual worker proc. And they are breeding 2 points. Alright, it does look like red beats. Well, red has no food, though. Wait a sec. Red has no food. Red has no food in addition to what I just said. Okay, purple is just taking clay because that's how they make points, but purple also is breeding a point. Okay, purple's close. This game is pretty close, but I'm getting pig back. That's huge. Getting pig back's huge. I might be winning this game after all my classic counterwalling and complaints. Baseboards is getting played. Okay. Oh no, it's getting removed from the game. Baseboards is being ebonisted for a big pile of clay. Alright. This is very annoying how slow this game, like, how I can't actually pay attention to what's happening. Ebonist ruins it, coupled with my computer, is very annoying. That juicy cows seem to have saved our ass. Yeah, I mean, look, I aggressively took a lot of animals in order to feed, and I am glad that I correctly identified I needed a hearth to have any hope in this game. Because I think that part is true. I think without a hearth, there was actually like 0 chance of me generating food efficiently enough to have any hope. But veg is a 1 point move. Is that true? No, I need. So my point moves are basically. Oh, Reedstone food. Reedstone food is straight up my feeding, and is it's a point of stone, and it feeds me. So Reedstone food is actually really good, and veg did just get taken. So archway, I guess, is a cute little way to like possibly feed to. I could archway into stone. Taking stone is annoying because it does feed red of stable, so I would rather take Reedstone food, and unfortunately purple might just take Reedstone food. Purple taking Reedstone food's possible, though they'd rather BMW. Purple's at 40, but they're not fed, right? Yeah, they need food. I don't know, this game's close. Like, I might be winning, like I said. My opponents also have big food issues at the end. Like, red, if they could breed, is at 43, but red cannot breed. Red needs to eat, red needs to eat a lot. Like, red's eating a lot of points. They don't have the food to come through here. Reed bank is getting taken, so I get Reedstone food. Wow, yeah, I think I win. Like, I think 45 is actually already a win, and my last action might be no points. Yeah, Reedstone food into probably 0 point last action. but I think it's enough. Packaging artist is getting removed from the game. That's fine. I'm sure it's freaking broken my stupid screen again. Yep, it did. All right. But I do get Reedstone food here. Okay. I don't feel good about this game at all, and I would like to burn it from our minds, but I guess we did something. We also shouldn't celebrate too fast, because I've not really done the full calcs on everybody. Like, is purple actually going to beat me here? Can they breed to 45? I don't know. I can't even scroll to see what I want to see, because everything is so damn laggy. Okay, purple is eating a clay and a reed and a grain. Oh, purple is getting to 45. Oof, not good. Not good, right? They can eat a grain, yes. They can eat a clay, yes. They can't eat a reed, yes. Does not affect their points. They breed. They get to 45. They pay their reed, and they have 2 clay left over. That means that 2 wood or 2 clay will win me the game off of a single resource tiebreak, because I'll end the game with 3 resources. Yeah. I think that's where we're at. Red cannot beat me anymore either. Red needs to eat 1,000,000 points, and teal's too far behind. Okay. Think we have this by a single resource? Is what I think is happening. Oh, Archway is also still open. We can Archway. Can we Archway? I don't even know that I probably shouldn't Archway. I probably shouldn't mess around. I should probably just take resource tiebreaks, because teal also is probably just taking resource tiebreaks. I guess teal needs 2 food. No, they have a veg. Or teal cannot eat veg. Teal should be... Oh, no, they have milking place. Oh, no, teal... Okay, so teal eats veg and milking place. Teal is fed, so they're down to just tiebreaks also. Yeah, they are taking cops. All right, I should just take this. Unfortunately, 2 stone triggers red stable, so I don't want to touch the stone. I don't think it matters, but I still don't want to do it, so... What is my third miner here? My third miner here is Woodslide Hammer. Woodslide Hammer coupled with a Hearth is really the only thing that carried us through this game into a possible win. Shepherd's Whistle for teal. Oh, that's so cool. Teal is going to sneak in their sheep. Sorry, in my hand. The third miner in my hand is Bartering Hut, which I guess Bartering Hut was also a way to get points, right? I see. That's what you're trying to point out to me. I probably forgot that I could Bartering Hut a sheep, or Bartering Hut a cow. Actually, I probably can't do that because there's not enough resources left, but I did get past a Bartering Hut, so you're right. Bartering Hut was maybe an out to something, but it kind of came too late for me to have fully considered it, but I should have considered it. It was an option. All right. We stone sculpt, and we get out of this ugly, ugly game with something, and yeah, I really, like I've said it before, but I really got to look into possible ways to speed up my computer, like reset it or clear out some stuff, because, gosh, it's just so annoying when it's, like, super laggy. Although, again, we can partially blame Illusionist this game for what's happened, but I'm going to have to probably... Oh, I shouldn't be breeding. I probably don't have to confirm metals at all, but I'll be right back in a sec. Delete my own virus scanner? Hey, that's fair. I agree that I probably can clean up some really crappy programs that I don't use and don't care about, because I do basically no maintenance on my computer, and so that's probably part of it, but... You were curious if it was a point, but you weren't sure what it said. Yeah, I don't think Bartering Hut was a point here, but it was something I probably should have considered at least. But the fact that the Stone Sculptor so neatly fed me and gave me a point, like, I really don't think I was allowed to touch that. But... Alright, we win on resource tiebreak, as calced. Exactly 1 extra resource, got to a big ol' 45. I do not feel good about that win.
Um, but hey, I'm out of that game. What an ugly game. 45-45, 41-40. Now, to be clear, I am somewhat happy that there are ugly games again, as discussed. I like that Agricola can sometimes be tight and gross, but yeah, I do not enjoy that much family growth. That much family growth was not enjoyable. 50 actions. 50 actions. This is what happens when you auto mother 3 times, though. You auto mother 3 times, and it's too much. It's too much. Too much. Honestly, Teal might have been able to win this game if they just like played their line slightly better, though. Like I gotta give credit this auto mother Cottager stuff. Like if they just grew normally in round 7 with foreign aid, and just like punched in the growth queue a bit, probably would have worked. But Woodslide Hammer is dumb. Basically, Woodslide Hammer and the power of a hearth carried us through this game. We were able to, even though we spent a ton of wood on this, baseboards, everything, we still got to fully fence, and we got to build a big stone house, which is a lot of points. 6-point stone sculptor also helped a lot. Or 5-point stone sculptor? No, it's a 6-point stone sculptor. It just isn't showing after the last harvest. It shows +6. It's a 6-point stone sculptor. I like stone sculptor quite a bit. Especially if there's extra stone, which there often is in revised. Stone sculptor's pretty good. So I mean, I threw 6 stone overboard, obviously, but like it wasn't actually that hard to generate that stone, and I only needed 3 stone for my reno. So like, I turned 9 stone into essentially like a bunch of stone rooms and 6 points off board along with 6 food. Like stone sculptor's good. It's not great, but anyhow, it was fun to watch. Very non-standard, correct. This was very non-standard. Fully agree with that. This was a very different game, and I still don't know that I navigated it correctly at all. I do think it was correct to push Woodslide Hammer with baseboards. I think that is necessary to have a winning game here. I don't know that I can just make a pretty enough farm and win off efficiency, because I just don't have... The only efficiency I have to speak of is Woodslide Hammer and this, like, cowherd button. Like, cowherd turned into a 2 cow action, mountain plowman turned into a 3 sheep action, and like those were also relatively important in a game that had just so little food and way too many actions. I only actually used herring pot once. I was able to take 2 pigs at one. Like, I had to take a lot of freaking bad food actions, but everybody in this game took a lot of bad food actions because there just was too many people and nobody actually set up like a great food engine. Nobody was able to really set up breeding animals or anything early. Yeah, just everybody's stuff was gross. Purple's BMW game almost gets here, and that makes sense to me, but like Purple's game really wanted a 4th room, like off of Rock Beater or something. I'm not totally sure when or how they were supposed to get one, but I think Purple had to have found a way to get another room.
It's way easier for Purple to justify spending their like last family member on Reedstone food and Reed and stuff, but it's very hard to make this great on a 3 family member game. But the other thing that I'm not sure about is like I probably was supposed to get Plow Hero down and get 2 more fields in. Like 2 more fields in looks so slick. Also getting Plow Sow in looks so slick, but God, I don't quite know what I was supposed to get there. But anyhow. Your cards weren't great for a 3-room efficient game? Correct. They were not at all. Well, they might have been. Sorry, let's clear. My cards might have worked for a 3-room efficient game if Midwife was actually working. If Midwife was actually working, there's a scenario where I'm allowed to Plow Hero and Midwife and eventually Beer Keg for like 6 bonus points and have just a pretty farm and a bunch of bonus points off a ton of grain. But obviously Midwife got totally killed this game when Autumn Mother and Early Growth happened. And that is the problem with Midwife. Like, Midwife works like great, like 70% of games, and then there's like 30% of games where Midwife just like is basically dead because nobody actually needs to take growth as their first action. And given that Midwife was the only grain source I found, yeah, unfortunately Midwife and Beer Keg had to die. But there are worlds where this hand would have gone farming relatively happily, but when those worlds don't happen, when I don't have a grain source, I agree. I think I have very little... There's very little else for this hand to do besides get a hearth and build a big house and hope. So, I mean, we played to our outs and we hit them, I guess, but, like, wowzers, was that ugly. But looks like a normalish mega action game. It kind of is. To be clear, the end result looks kind of normalish. The way to get there was, I don't know, maybe it was mildly normalish, but this was a weird game. There was way too many actions. Somebody auto-mothering 3 times in an early growth game. Like, again, it felt like an additional action spaces game with how many actions were getting taken and how bad the actions were at the end of rounds. But anyhow. But yeah, anyhow, how it broke with no midwife and early growth and no wood outside baseboards, correct. I agree. The only thing I had going for me this game was I had a baseboards and I had a wood slide hammer. Like, those cards tell you build a 5-room wood house. Like, that's all you have, and so like that's why I felt compelled to push through and do that. I agree that at a certain point this game that didn't look good and it still didn't feel good, and it's not great to be clear. Like, I only got to mid 40s, but I don't know that, yeah, just sticking on 3 rooms would have got me anywhere either. Like, I think I had to push for the only cards I had. But, yeah, did not feel great. I do wonder what happens if I don't take Windslide Harrow in the draft. Like, nobody actually played the Milk Jug, which is also a bit sad. Like, how did nobody play Milk Jug, by the way? All of these players definitely could have benefited from 12 extra food. Like, significantly. 12 food was, like, worth 3 points to all of these players. Maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but I think it's pretty close. Like, pretty sure most of these players could have had a bit more stuff. But anyhow, whatever. But clay, the clay is the answer why nobody milk jugged? Probably. That is probably the actual answer. But anyhow, I guess I'm relatively happy I kept Windslide Hammer because, yeah, if I don't have Windslide Hammer, I also don't know that I have a game here. So it is the power sometimes of just like taking the best card, even if you think you're somewhat de-drafting it. It still is an option that you maybe lean into, and if it's just that strong and raw, like ability, sometimes you have to just lean on just you have a strong raw ability card and hope for the best. So, yeah, glad to sneak that out. Anyhow, I'm going to go back to writing up my WBC trip report, which is going to take me a while because I've been slow. I guess I could also check back in now on my Through the Ages games quick. I have some async Through the Ages going on with some friends. We could take a quick peek at them. But yeah, then I should get onto the other stuff. And by other stuff, I'll just go do other stuff. But anyhow, yeah, sneaking that win definitely feel a little combination of luck and some combo of skill to nab that win. Definitely a weird one to navigate, and again, not one that I really enjoyed. It feels kind of rewarding to get that win, but not really a fun way to play Agricola. Again, I don't actually mind games that are like tight on certain stuff and you really have to navigate. I enjoy that sometimes, but that much growth do not really like. Alright, looks like I only have one turn actually. This Through the Ages game is not going great, although 4A hitting is good. But the player in front of me here, Andrew, has way too good of a game. Yeah, he gets breakthrough end strategy. That's a problem. I do pick up selective breeding, though. That's nice. That's quite nice. Okay, this is not great, though. This is a problematic game. I do have 4A already, though. 4A is actually quite helpful, because I can instantly go Newton and scientific methods. That's actually really helpful, and I can pick up these reserves with my actions. Okay. Our military is suffering for a sec. Do I dare seed into a deck where red has built up? No, I don't seed into this deck. Seeding into this deck is rough. Okay, so we don't seed. I do take more rocks because I need a bunch of rocks. And now I'm allowed to go switch to Newton, free research scientific method, urban growth assign meth, regular build another scientific method. Definitely take a selective breeding for later along with 2 reserves. And I'm just wasting an action, so don't take a reserves, take an efficient upgrade, actually. Efficient upgrade's just going to save me a future action on upgrading this. Do I want to hand my opponent reserves then? Wait a sec, no. Why would I hand my opponent reserves? Just de-draft these things. I need all these rocks. I have a Silk Road. Oh, this is actually quite good. Yeah, now I can do selective breeding next turn. Okay. Our Civ's turning around slightly. We have issues. I have a lot of happy issues too, but this looks okay. Alright. I mean, I'm still in trouble in terms of some military and other pressure, but the economy looks way better with these scientific methods in Newton. And there's also an Einstein and a Jobs in the last era, so those are both going to be pretty good with the labs we just built. All right. I still think I'm losing to Andrew by quite a lot here. Andrew has such a sick economy going. Yeah, Andrew's economy. Although Andrew has science issues. Andrew really has science issues. His government's insane, though. He has his government's. He's still on freaking despotism, but his actual actions are insane. All right. Well, whatever. Okay. I guess I'm showing my hand to all my opponents too, but whatever. Am I getting attacked here? I might be getting attacked. Alright, prosperity's bad for me. Developed territory looks bad at this point. And international negotiations. Yeah. Not strong. Okay, anyhow, thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for Agricola. I will see if I can find some time to maybe clean up some of my computer shit, so hopefully we can stream better in the future. Otherwise, yeah, I'm hoping to actually finish writing my trip report for WBC shortly. It's been fun getting some Agricola streams in, so I think I'll keep streaming some Agricola here and there, but I'm also going to wind up getting distracted by video gaming and thinking a lot about D&D stuff coming up. But anyhow, yeah, I think that's all for now. Thanks all. I'll see everybody around. Later.